Orlando Brown has just released an exclusive video where he names everyone he's had relationships with in the entertainment industry. You won't believe what Diddy allegedly asked Orlando to do. Busta Rhymes, Diddy, and Usher are all being exposed for their hidden connections.
We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you seen Busta in the airport too. That one from trying to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And Cat Williams. What's his name?
Bro, you smashing a lot of people.
What's that name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Usher. Usher's a gusher.
Jaguar Wright says that Orlando Brown plays crazy when he's exposing Diddy.
Been working for Orlando Brown
to play crazy.
The oosh gosh whoosh wash. Orlando's brilliant. Imagine what it's been like to wear this character for this long.
Is he speaking truth?
Of course he is.
Diddy's trying to kill me. You know, Diddy and Jay-Z, Auntie Sean and Auntie Yolanda. No matter how many contracts you try to take out on my life, no matter how many times you try to threaten my family or threaten people to stay away from me, no matter how many things you try to do to me and how many things you've tried to do to me, it ain't working. Don't play with somebody that you know got the drop on you.
Major pain in his ass. Literally!
Orlando Brown is making headlines again with explosive claims about his alleged connection to Diddy. In a recent interview with Cam Capone News, Brown described an encounter he had with Diddy, sharing details that have shocked the industry. These statements have sparked intense reactions and speculation across the entertainment world.
I mean, I got in my Diddy mode. I'm sorry, I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshka smash. You gave me the ooshka smuaf, the smooth smash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshkash muash.
And
that ooshkash muash. You know what I'm talking about, Diddy?
Orlando Brown has named several high-profile celebrities, including Usher, Busta Rhymes, and even Will Smith, as people he allegedly had interactions with alongside Diddy. According to Brown, Diddy was known for certain behaviors during these encounters. There are rumors of a leaked video involving Diddy and Will Smith. Brown has confirmed the existence of this tape and suggested that it will soon be made public. In response, Will Smith has reportedly started distancing himself from Diddy, asserting during a recent concert in San Diego that he had no involvement with Diddy and that the rumors were false.
The world we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I say, no, some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all them memes. I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. but I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people. It's so many things people say, so much stuff, but you know that one. It was your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
Busta Rhymes is another name that has come up in connection to Orlando Brown and Diddy Big Homie. Cece says that everyone in the industry knows that Busta Rhymes likes men, and every time he goes to a concert, the producers keep young boys there ready to serve him. Sexual abuse is rampant in Hollywood and the music industry. Young minors are taken advantage of. And all of the biggest celebrities and politicians help cover up what is happening behind closed doors.
You talking about Busta Rhymes before
Oh yeah.
in some of your videos.
Oh yeah. Super zest monster. For sure, bro. That's my thing, bro. Like, this been common knowledge though. Like, all my promoter homies would always say, man, we gotta bring some we gotta bring some, what they call them, I'm not gonna say it on here. They call them fun boys. They'll say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause I bodyguarded for Ghostface Killer before. You feel me? And being around him, you hear things. You feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan. You feel me? Like, every cookout she playing it. All his little fast rapping, all of that. Him and Craig Mack playing that, bro. On my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
Nah, never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin, and the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was a little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, he was a gay dude, super cool, you feel me, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. But I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them.
Diddy's alleged slave has also come forward and named the celebrities that Diddy is allegedly sexually involved with in May of 2018. Jonathan A.I. was arrested in connection to a shooting that occurred at Trump's National Doral golf course in Miami. During an interrogation into why Jonathan tried to shoot up Trump's golf course, he mentioned that Diddy was actually using him as a slave, and the gay mafia in Hollywood was forcing him to commit crimes.
He and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Hamas. Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter, okay?
Right.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Recently, Meek Mills has also started making headlines for allegedly being Diddy's sexual partner. There are reports that Meek Mills was secretly in a relationship with Diddy. This relationship is being exposed now because Meek Mills was named in Lil Rod's lawsuit. There are reports that the relationship between Diddy and Meek Mills started in the early 2000s, and they started hanging out after Diddy took Meek Mills shopping.
But going back to the lawsuits, one of those plaintiffs that has sued Combs was Rodney Little Rod Jones, a music producer who apparently worked with Combs on his latest album called Love. Jones says he lived with Combs for a year and witnessed what he claimed was not only debauchery, but also illegal activity. In his lawsuit, Jones names some very well-known celebrities like Cuba Gooding Jr., who he claims sexually assaulted him on a yacht that Combs had rented for a holiday cruise in 2022. Other celebrities' names are redacted from the suit. For example, the lawsuit reads, quote, rapper redacted on Mr. Combs' yacht consorting with underage girls, sex workers. Then in a footnote it says he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Now, based on that, online sleuths quickly deduced that suit was likely talking about Meek Mill, He dated Nicki Minaj for a couple of years between 2015 and 2017, and he was her opening act on a world tour. Once people decided that the lawsuit was referring to Meek Mill, these rumors started to circulate about his possible involvement or participation in Combs' activities. Meek Mill himself has been vocal about his name being brought up alongside allegations of abuse, drug use, sex with underage girls. He has claimed online that his success in the industry, as well as his work to reform the criminal justice system, has made him a target. And Meek Mill is very active on X, formerly Twitter. He has voiced his thoughts about the lawsuit as well as the rumors. In September, he tweeted, quote, "From the streets of Philly to becoming a millionaire, to helping reform the system, to bridging a gap of billionaires, to interacting with the rap culture that results in success. It's a lot of people hating on me on the low. They don't play with guns, they do campaigns." And he also tweeted several times about the rumors surrounding his sexuality. For example, one tweet reads, "I have the right to say I ain't gay, and I'll trash anybody that play with my manhood, LOL." Then earlier this week, he put an offer on the table, a $100,000 reward for anyone who can figure out how he got named in Rodney Jones' lawsuit in the first place. He tweeted, "I want to hire an investigative team $100K cash to find out every specific detail involving Meek Mill named to Diddy case. I also want them to look at who is powering the media involving Meek, anything to do with Buddy." And then in quotes, "something not right." And then he followed that up minutes later with, "The streets know what's up with me. That's not the case. We talking about business side, somebody powering these bad campaigns with Meek Mill. Again, I got $100K for a thorough investigation of what's powering and how exactly my name connect to this."
Gandiel has also gone over the situation and said that his people in Philadelphia know that Meek Mill was involved with Diddy, allegedly. Meek Mill's got into a relationship with Diddy so Diddy could help him grow his career. This industry is based on sexual favors. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Danny Masterson, and R. Kelly all used sexual favors as a form of currency. And that's what Diddy did with his artists too. Usher became a hit because he did whatever Diddy asked him to do.
Meek Mills, well, he said a Philly rapper. You understand? And it was redacted in the paperwork to that because first of all, it had Meek Mills, it had Stevie J, they had redacted their names, and they had Usher, and they redacted their names and just said a performer of the Super Bowl and a Philly rapper. Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime two rappers or two people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion, listen here, man. My dudes in Philly, I got some real strong dudes in Philly. They don't play that shit. And they probably embarrassed for the fact to see that Meek Mills, one of the street guys that came out of there, got caught up in this Hollywood whereas that he's dressing the same shit. He dressing like Diddy? Hugged up with Diddy? I think that Lil Rod know a lot of shit, but I know this. Two men dress alike, it's just like two men laying down.
Tapes of Diddy's sexual encounter are circulating on the internet and have allegedly been handed over to the FBI. 20 Courtney Burgess, a man closely associated with Diddy and his ex-wife Kim Porter, has come forward and testified in front of a grand jury. Courtney claims that Kim Porter gave him Diddy's freak-off tapes, plus her memoir. This memoir has detailed descriptions of how Diddy was carrying out his operation, and this has now been handed over to the FBI.
And those statements include descriptions of what the witness says he saw on those tapes. So I asked him about that, and he answered what he could, given the limitations imposed on him after testifying before the grand jury. Out of those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women, how many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
2 males. And of those 8 celebrities, how many of them were intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
This is going to be all speculation. I just want to preface it by he wouldn't know if
Appeared
they
to be.
were. Right.
Sure.
Appeared to
Let
be.
me rephrase
right,
it.
Based on, yes.
Understand. Out of the 8 celebrities who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appear to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence?
All of them. All of them.
Out of those 8, how many appear to be potentially victimized? How many might have been victimizing?
I think all, to be honest, all.
Were victims
They
or
victims.
were perpetrating?
Victims.
They were all 8 were victimized.
Yeah,
meaning
victim.
this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Right. Not knowing, I guess, how much proof it was in it, what they was doing.
New allegations from musician Tanya Wallace have added another layer of controversy to the already damning case against Shah Diddy Combs. In the documentary, TMMZ presents the downfall of Diddy inside the freak-offs. Wallace recounted attending a 2018 party hosted by Diddy, where she claims to have witnessed minors being abused by a group of adults. Allegedly, Harvey Levine, the founder of TMZ, has seen tapes that corroborate Tanya's claims.
And I want to start with Tanya Wallace, who claims she's been at a freak-off and said she saw children, and it was hard for her to say it.
It was very hard for her to say it, Ashley. So what she said was that she was flown out from LA to Miami by the Saudi prince. And they ended up eventually on Star Island at one of Diddy's parties. She says, you know, among many other things, I mean, she goes into detail. This, she says, happened in 2018. She says that she walked into the house and there was a cluster of adults around what she described as little people. And they were dressed up as Japanese Barbies. I forgot the name. It's Herrick something. You can help me out here. It's a certain type of Barbie. Anyway.
I know the name, but I've forgotten it. But go ahead.
So she explained that that they were just clustered around these little people, and I kept pushing her, and she eventually said, look, they are little people who should not be at an adult party. And I pushed her, and it was apparent what she was saying is they were minors. Now, she didn't see anything specific that was going on with them other than that adults were kind of huddled around them. But she told just a wild story about what was going on at the house, even at 7 in the morning, that this thing apparently raged all night long.
You know, it's amazing. TMZ always gets such great scoops, and this one might be one of your best as well. You got a hold of one of the freak-off tapes. Your producers have seen it. The description is, and I'll quote, "It's porn directed by Diddy himself." And a male sex worker really sort of walks through what happened in the experiences that he had. They didn't sound illegal, but they sure seem to comport with a lot of the other stories that have been told.
Yeah. So the this was a threesome. What you would ask me about earlier about Tanya Wallace, she said there were more than 100 people at that party, including at least 4 celebrities. But this, what you're talking about now, was a threesome, and that's something that the U.S. attorney even referenced, and his lawyer in an earlier documentary we did. He was describing threesomes. He says it was all consensual. So yes, what we're told is that this male sex worker was flown out to various locations over a couple of years: Miami, New York, Los Angeles, and one other. And they would meet in hotel rooms, and Diddy would often watch as he would have sex with this woman who was associated with Diddy. So that seems to be what the feds are looking at right now in terms of alleged sex trafficking, if they are transporting somebody and perhaps paying them to cross state lines. That could end up being part of sex trafficking. We know that this guy got a subpoena and he ended up not testifying before the grand jury, but talking to prosecutors. And we're told that he left that tape with them.